talked to me about PSI. He had said, have you read articles of PSI? I said, no. So because PSI English book is not available. So he said, you don't know PSI? No, Patel sir was 90 at that time and I was 33 at that time. So I said, no, I not. So he said, my God, how you young ones, you don't know who are greats. If you don't know who are greats, then you will never, you will skip those articles. So I started reading PSI articles, hunted them down in the old astrological magazine. And there was one article on remedial measures. P.S. Iyer's father, how he was taught astrology. P.S. Iyer's father used to take him in the farm, in their house. And the cow was about to give birth. So he said, calculate the horoscope of the child of the cow and predict whether it's going to be male or female. Can you imagine the level of astrology? And P.S. Iyer was very young, I think 10, 11 years old at that time. That is the level of astrology. And if he makes mistake, his father is to beat him. P.S. Iyer had written in his article, mantra gives short-term immediate effect. For long-term effect, it is stotra. You should recite stotras. He kept on insisting. He said, stotra is like a coconut tree. It takes long time to grow. When it grows, you cannot bend it. It is like that. P.S. Iyer was, in fact, one of the well-read Nadi astrologers. And from a lot of Nadis he had done, his work on marriage astrology, till date, it is considered number one. When we started Saptarishis Astrology 15 years back, we tried translating it 3 volumes, right, Satyanarayan ji?
Sir, only 1 volume I have. I don't know about other volumes, sir. Because it is...
There are 3.
I don't know.
It is
3?
It is,
maybe
yeah, it is 3 volumes.
I have only 1 book. 1993 edition.
Yeah, 3 volumes it is.
Maybe, I don't know.
Okay. So, 3 volumes is written. I've spoken to a lot of astrologers. They said that's the best ever you can. And the reason was, I should not be saying this, P.S. Iyer had done PhD on marriage, especially taking a lot of work from Nadi astrology. And in fact, he had 3 marriages or 4 marriages, something like that. When he died, okay, his instructions that his family was telling was to burn all the Nadi books and all his books, all his library. Okay, whereas the astrological community, some people wrote that his family burnt it on purpose so that the secrets are not given out to those corrupt astrologers who use it only for fame and money and not for the sake of astrology. Because what happens is most people, when they land up in astrology at the initial age, they are totally in love with astrology. And after a few years, they land up getting into the commercial aspect, and it only remains a commercial aspect. It only remains a commercial aspect. Thank you. So this is what he was a bit this thing. Anyway, those who are from Bharati Vidya Bhavan, the old timers of Bharati Vidya Bhavan under K.N. Rao will remember K.N. Rao had brought P.S. Iyer in Bharati Vidya Bhavan annual function. P.S. Iyer used to stand in front of hundreds of people in Bharati Vidya Bhavan and say, one by one, just get up and tell your question. He would cast only one Prashna chart. What I have demonstrated 1% of it. I do not know his level of astrology. Okay, I do mass Prashna, many of you know that. Okay, he used to do the same, but his level was far billion times above. He used to say, get up. Person will get up in the row, full this thing. Okay, say get up. One person say, when will I get married? He'll say 14th November this year. Second person, when will I get a job? 16th October this year. In seconds he used to answer. The Prashna was just behind. He will not look, calculate, do the drama. Okay. and say, okay, I'm using now Brigu astrology technique, or the divine power is talking to me now. Nothing, no drama, nothing. Straight away, cut, cut, cut. That is what was PS earlier. So my efforts have failed in the last so many years. It's very difficult to get translation out. And after we get translation out, somebody else will take it and publish it on their own. So the volunteers also, they get tired. And people are very selfish. Hindi, there is so much of literature in astrology. How many of us have translated from Hindi to English for the South Indians? The same with the South Indians also talk the same language. They will not translate. And this thing. And people don't even realize Tamil astrology is so different. I've told you also, horoscope, the first reading they give is you will die at the age of 84, okay, on so and so tithi, so and so month, straight, and how you will die. Whereas you go to social media about when the person will die and how he will die. Can you all hear me?
Yes, sir. No video. Video is stationary. Video is stationary, sir.
I think there is network problem.
Can you all hear me now?
Yes, sir. Now we can hear.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm using my old laptop, so the connection is bad here. It catches less of the 100 Mbps bandwidth. So the point is, we have only created our own websites or our own YouTube channels, but we have contributed nothing for astrology, for the future. We are only contributing for our sets, building our image, etc. and all that. The contribution, Rishi will always ask you at your deathbed, what did you contribute to astrology, and come back. The least to least you can do is from your mother's tongue, translate something, do it for money or free, does not matter. Knowledge should come out. Okay. Anyways, enough of my sojourns. Okay. Let's invite Badoria-ji. Badoria-ji, are you there? Vinayak-ji?
Yes, sir. Badoria-ji is, I think, here only. Let me check.
In the next 10 minutes, we should start with past life astrology.
Badoria, sir, you can unmute yourself now.
Yes. Namaskar. We are going to celebrate a great events on marriage and marriage related problem, timing of events, when marriage will take place, how your marriage is going on, means how your grahastha ashram you will enjoy in your life. So there are so many techniques, as I have told you previously also. It is very easy to predict a marriage, okay, but it is very difficult to predict a marriage. So I have made two statements over here. Both are controversy, creating controversy to each other. So when marriage will come in life, obviously, when a man become young or woman or girl become young, they got the marriage. It's very simple. Okay, one can predict very easily. But sometimes when a problem is there, then it is very difficult. So from Nadi astrology, my Guruji has sought out the various techniques when marriage will come in your life. Okay, if your Ketu is in trine of Venus, or your Venus in trine of Ketu in your horoscope, it is not good for married life. Okay, and if you want to enjoy your married life properly, you have to select a person whose Rahu in the trine of Venus. So there are so many techniques regarding marriage given by my gurus. I will blend all these technique with the Astrologer. Astrologer is also important whenever you are going to check out the married life. So I will show all these things in my forthcoming lecture. It could be tomorrow, day after tomorrow, or whenever our team is going to decide whenever I have to speak. So it is my pleasure that I will disclose all these things in front of you. Or I am not going to teach you, I am going to share my techniques with you. Okay, so what I have got from various books and various gurus, including my prime guru, C.S. Patel. So it is there. So I welcome all of you to join this webinar, because it is very important webinar according to me, because whenever you are going to consult any person, his marriage life and his marriage timing is the prime question. Out of 5 questions, 1 question will be that. Okay, whenever I will marry, how will be my married life? So it is an important, and it is a bunch of various techniques from the various resources of our classics. You will get at a place within 4 days. You will get it and you will enjoy it. So you are welcome. Please join with us. Vinayak ji?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah. So now I would like to invite Neeraj. Neeraj, are you there?
Yes, I am there.
Yeah.
And
So can you talk about your topic, which you are going to teach us on this marriage webinar?
yes,
Hmm.
actually, I will give a small introduction about my topic. I have 2 topics in this webinar. The first one is, how will you see the happiness in marriage? This is the thing that you can do with the Prashna chart. By making a Prashna chart, you will tell a person that your upcoming wife, your upcoming bride, whoever she is or whoever he is, after marrying that person, you are going to face a happy marriage life or not. Because whenever we are talking about the prashna which is related to marriage, we only know the 2-3 kind of prashna, that when we will face the marriage, or the person can ask you when I am going to marry, or second type of question, the person will ask you that will I marry in next 3 months, 6 months, 1 year. But this is one another thing that you have to tell the person, you have to give the idea to the person that if you will marry to this particular person, you will be happy with this person for lifetime or not. So this thing we will see from the Prashna chart. There will be some calculation. After doing that particular calculation, you can know about it. The second thing is also this thing only, but with the Varshfal. In this technique, in the second technique, you don't need to make any kind of Prashna chart. You will just see the Varshfal whenever the person is going to marry. You will make the chart of that particular year, and after seeing some particular things, you will decide this marriage will be a happy marriage or not. So basically, the base of my both techniques is happiness of the marriage after marriage. So this thing will come through two different way. First will be the prashna and second will be the verse. This is the simple introduction about my technique. Thank you.
Thanks, Neeraj. Yeah, for introducing your topic. And if Sunil sir is ready, then we can start with our today's session. Sunil sir, are you there?
Yeah. Can we, stop the live stream and start